Good day, grand rising, good evening, if it's still evening where you are. It's just me. Unfortunately, Roxanne is at work, and she can't. She said to me, just go on and do it now. You need to go on and do it now. And we can come on later, and you know, me and Roxanne will be on later, obviously. But Roxanne said I should just come on now and tell everybody, because there's subscribers. We share subscribers, obviously. So YouTube have deleted my account. They say, obviously, this is their reason. This is the video. It's interesting because we know that you might be disappointed. It's interesting because if I want to go and see the video, right, to see, oh look, it's unavailable. I can't go and look at the video that they deleted. No, not allowed to go and look at the video that they deleted. I just have to remember what was on that video. So I'm going to use my. Oh, it didn't actually follow the. Yeah, look, I'll show you. It's not these. The share screen isn't working properly for some reason. You used to be able to just swap. Swap the tab and so share this tab instead, but it doesn't let you do that now. So yeah, video unavailable. This video is no longer available because the YouTube account associated with this video has been closed. Hasn't been closed, YouTube. You deleted it along with my 2,200 videos. We all know what happens when they delete and why they delete, right? So YouTube, this video, bring this screen up again. What is Sterilio? Hashtag due diligence. I think it's got something to do with the things that got stuck up people's noses, and the things that the inventor of such things said things about those things, and he was even deleted and actually deleted. He was actually deleted. soon after saying the things that he said about those things that he had created. And so he knew exactly what those things were for and how they could be used or misused. So that's what I think that video was about, was just stating some facts and some details about those things and what was on those things to sterilize them. And those, yeah. So that's what I was deleted for. The funny thing is that I'd only checked my strikes the other day because I knew I had 2 strikes. So I looked to see when the first of those 2 strikes was going to come off. It was going to come off on Friday. It would have come off on Friday. And I would have only had 1 strike. So if they'd done it after Friday, I would have only had 1 strike, and that would have put me back up to 2. But the thing is, what's absolutely obvious, because that video was, I think it was either from early last year or late 2020. They're going back through our videos, basically. They're going back through our videos to find anything that they can to get rid of us, because we're always right over the mark, always. And you'll notice that me and Roxanne haven't talked about anything that I have personally. I've said a couple of things on a couple of videos and I've had to retract them, and I've said it, and I've said, no, I made a video about somebody and said, I said some things about that person, and I jumped to conclusions about that person, and then I found out some more details about it, and I came back on and I said, well, I'm really sorry. I've got to take back everything that I said about that person. I was wrong and I shouldn't have done that. Right. And I don't think I did it because I didn't make those sort of videos again after that. Well, actually, that's probably not true. I probably have. I know what I'm like. Sometimes I just have to say things when I really feel something strongly. I have to say something, especially when I see people being deceived. If I see injustice or I see people being deceived, especially if they're being deceived by other YouTubers or fucking the government or whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is. I don't like it. So me and Roxanne have had we've been, let's just say, shall we, that both of us have been made aware in various different ways that we're being watched. They've made it very fucking clear to us that we're being watched, and that it's either tried to make us feel like there is no security against them. There's no like locks and things like that don't matter. And it's all been designed to make us stop, because they know we won't stop. They know that I won't stop. They fucking know it. They know that I will walk right up, square, face to face with whoever it is. I don't give a shit who it is. And I'll say what needs to be said. I'm not afraid to speak. I'm not afraid to tell the truth. I've exposed all my own shit, all the things I've done wrong, my own questionable behaviour, and anything that if anything ever got, if anybody ever wanted to point anything out and discuss anything, it's not a problem. I will. And if I've been in the wrong, I'll say, yep. Do you know what? Yeah, I was wrong. and I was a dick, or that was my ego. I'm not afraid of humiliation because I've been humiliated so many times. It's all they can do is just remove our ability to communicate with people, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. They're making it difficult, making it more and more difficult to actually connect to anybody, on online, basically. Any time really, haven't been able to get connected properly and have a decent, proper conversation. Really, I mean, I did yesterday with Chris. Me and Chris had a good chat. That was pretty uninterrupted, actually. In fact, that was a pretty crystal clear call all the way through. Huh. See, I even say things and mistake. Everybody can be mistaken and say things quickly and forget about things quickly. So yeah, it's not every single connection that I've tried to make with people, because me and Chris had a really good chat yesterday. But no, definitely, whenever me and Roxanne try and talk, we were doing it earlier. We were trying to speak, and they just kept disconnecting us, and then because we kept trying, kept persevering, and then when we talked about cupcakes and baking cakes, and if we talk about how nice the weather is, the call's HD, and there's no interruptions, and we can speak to each other, no problem at all. As soon as we mention anything of any importance or anything that's relevant, they disconnect us. I mean, you can say, "Oh, that's God, you're paranoid." Okay, we're paranoid. What a coincidence, though. Hey, what a coincidence. If me and Roxanne want to talk about nothing of any importance or any meaning, really, like baking cakes, we can have an HD conversation. But as soon as we try to do anything, as soon as we try to discuss anything of importance, they cut the communication. And they don't notify, calls being made. It's like the things that go on. If we were to, if we were to tell people all the things that went on, we'd sound like nut jobs. And that's the whole point, is so that if we try to describe to anybody what's going on, they just think you're a paranoid nut job. You're just one of these crazy truthers, man. So I've been watching the Pentaverate. On the second time, I'm going to watch it probably 3 or 4 times, because I'm going to absolutely break it down. But they're laughing at us the whole time. They're laughing at us because we think exactly what they want us to think. Even those of us that think that we're on a, no, man, no. I think what I want to think. I pursue what I want to pursue. They've got complete 100% control of everything that you see on your computer screen, whether you like it or not. And they know what your IP address is. So they don't really need that much information. And all of us gave it all up. I gave up all my information back in 2007 when I signed up to Facebook. Completely naive, really, didn't really care. Still don't care. Let them have my information. Fuck it. Let them have it. I don't care. I'm not fucking. I'm not buying their shit. they can't get me to buy any of their shit. So, and I'm a, you know, credit wise, I'm a joke. Nobody wants to, has ever wanted to give me credit or anything. So I am a worthless entity to them because I'll do everything I can to avoid. I don't support terrorist organizations. I will not support terrorist organizations. And I'm a living man, not a corporate fictional entity. So I actually made reference to that in my appeal. I appealed the decision, obviously, for thinking. I forgot to take a screenshot of what I wrote, but because you don't get a copy of it. But what I wrote in it was none of the information given in this video was misinformation. It was all factual and taken from the official data. You are violating my rights as a living man, and I will be joining the class action lawsuit against Google. That's all I said. I couldn't even be bothered to be nice or polite or anything about it, and I don't care. I've had enough. And from a person, it was from an actual person in YouTube accounts. They didn't, obviously they haven't signed it as an individual, but you can tell that this is that it's not got any of their stuff on it. This has come from an individual person. You can't really see it. It hasn't got any of their other, none of their other stuff that's normally on a YouTube thing. So this is, hello, we've received your account appeal and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Sincerely, the YouTube team. I'm not holding my breath. I'll just say that I'm not holding my breath. Sorry, I've had missed calls, it seems. So I've still got Twitter. It hasn't been open. So reading my response from Bernie. I opened up Twitter when Elon bought 9%. I opened up a Twitter account, and then I posted one tweet, and then when he actually bought it, or when he announced that he was actually buying it, the sales going through, then I started tweeting, and I made sure that my tweets were the sorts of tweets that wouldn't have been looked upon nicely by certain people who, have an agenda and like to get things deleted. And because of the guidelines or whatever, let's just say if I'd put one of these tweets, if I'd put it up before Elon did any of this, then it would have been taken down and my account probably would have been deleted straight away. It's still there now. And I've also posted a couple of things actually questioning Elon Musk, saying, all right, you're such a hero, Mr. Elon. You're such a fucking hero because you gave free electricity to Tesla owners. Let's have a look at who the Tesla owners were, shall we? Because it wasn't Ukrainian people. It wasn't the hard-working Ukrainian, normal, everyday Joe Blogs. It was only the sort of person that would drive a fucking Tesla and have the money to drive a fucking Tesla. And that's a very particular type of person. Very particular type of person drives a Tesla. A lot of them are virtue signalers. And all of them have money. All of them have money. You don't buy a Tesla unless you've got money, because they're like 30 fucking grand for the base model. That's BMW money. You can buy a second-hand M3 BMW for less than a Tesla, than a bog standard fucking shitty Tesla. So, and nobody talks about all the shit that goes into mining and what goes into actually manufacturing one of those cars. I won't talk about it too much right now. So I've put it, and I tagged him, and do you know that post that I put up, the tag, that post, it wasn't taken down, but it wasn't put on my my profile. It was in my tweets, but you had to go into my tweets to go and look at it. It wasn't there. You couldn't see it where it should be, because I tweeted it. So I retweeted. Said, strange, you can't see it. And I retweeted it, and it's there on the front page now, and you can see it still. So, and I've retweeted some of what Bernie's been saying, because Bernie's on it, man. The crypto alchemist, Bernie, the science guy. And he's just, we're talking about Lex Fridman, because he shared something about Lex. I said, I'm not a fan of Lex Fridman, mate. Did you see my close up on him? I don't trust his intentions or his connections. And his reply was, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, good. I'm glad you see that, Bernie, mate. Very glad you see that. So, right, crikey, I'm gonna have a look in the chat room now and actually see who's here, because I've just been talking at you. So I'll go to the top. Right, Crystal Shaman, how are you doing? Roxanne isn't here. I'm really sorry. She told me to come on, and she said, get on and do it. So, yeah. So I've that's why. Poochie. DN, how you doing, mate? Good morning. You all right? Naif, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. But yeah, this is why I didn't answer. Hey. Here we go again. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Sorry if any of you came here and was hoping to see the beautiful Roxanne. I'm very sorry that it's only my boat race that you have to look at. The great thing about truth is it doesn't require the elite's belief in it for it to be, so therefore it will never be silenced. Well said, mate. Well said. Very well said. Kappa, how you doing, buddy? I'll just flick down through these comments, and I'll if anybody new comes up. No, dude, mate. Good to see you, man. Sorry that Roxanne isn't here, mate. We will be live together later. She's once she's got her work done out of the way, then we'll come on and and talk to people. TW, how you doing, buddy? You all right? Yes, mate. They striked me for a video put up nearly 2 years ago. So they're going back through my videos. And Roxanne got a warning the other day. She got a warning and a demonetization of a video from 2019. So it didn't even have anything to do with the last 2 years. It was from 2019. When we were doing the Globe Live tour. So they demonetized her and gave her a warning. So they're going through our videos. They're going through both of our videos. Dude, Kappa, I've got 2 other channels, bro. I don't, because like I don't. Do you know? I'm one of these people. I don't. It doesn't help me, right? I'm not very good at promoting myself. But I've got Rumble, Odysee. My 007 channel is backed up on Odysee, but they've only backed up 400 videos, and I had 1,200 videos. So all of the early stuff has gone. I've lost it forever. There's videos on there that I really didn't want to lose, and they've gone now. I videos that I put on there that were on private because they weren't for anybody else. It was like back before I became a YouTube creator, and I saw that it was somewhere that I would be able to actually store videos, like a backup, but put them on private so nobody else saw them. It was just for me. I have videos there. They weren't naughty or anything like that. It was just some videos. It's not a terrible thing. It's just it's memories actually that probably I should just let go of. So there we go. Hey ho, onwards and upwards. Oh yeah, and I've got Instagram, I've got Twitter, I've got Gab, I don't have it. I haven't used Gab, but I've got Gab. I've got Library. I've got Rockfin now. I opened up a Wide Awake Show Live Rockfin to be a channel creator for Rockfin. So waiting to hear back from them. Yeah, I think that's it. But I've got 2 other YouTube channels, Richie Rich and the Magic Treehouse. Richie Rich has got about 50 subscribers, and the Magic Treehouse has got about 250 subscribers. So, and let me show you what happens when I try to go in. Show you what happens when I go into YouTube now. So I want to go into YouTube and log into one of my other accounts, right? My Richie Rich, which I'm on now. It is showing my Richie Rich channel. This is showing on my Richie Rich channel. So I've got that channel and I've got the Magic Treehouse, right? Sign in. Unable to access a Google product. Okay. Well, let me change to. Oh no, it won't let me in the Magic Treehouse either. I can't go in the Magic Treehouse. I can't go into any Google products basically because my access to Google has been suspended. So, no, it's not just that channel. I can't even. I've got 2 other channels and I can't even access them. So, yeah. If you let me, I can't even get to send you the link. Let me find a way. I don't know why it won't even let me. It won't even let me open a new account. I think I might still have access on my phone. Hang on a second. Right. So I'm still logged in on my phone. Right. Yeah, I'm still, here we are. Okay. So let me give you a link. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you, right, hang on. Sorry, I'm just getting a link. I'll come into Roxanne's channel. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this link. Yeah, because Roxanne's taken all the moderators off. I can't put the link in. Hang on. Hang on. I know how to fix that. Tenacity. That's what it's all about. Tenacity. Never give up. Never give up, especially when they want you to. No. Never give up. Oh, hello. Hi, Richie. How you doing? We can see right up your nose now. I don't actually need to be in here for this. Post the comment. Post a comment. Are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. Right, boom. Ha 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 ha. YouTube. That is a link to me and Roxanne, but it's on my Richie Rich channel. Richie Rich has only got like 50 or 60 subscribers now, so I can't do any streams from my mobile. Basically, that's what that means. But it'd be nice to get up to at least 1,000 subs. If you want to follow that link, I'll put a link to the channel. I'll work out how to do that and put a link in the description. There's the Magic Treehouse and Richie Rich. They're both my channels. And also, I'll always be here on Roxanne's channel. We've got the Wide Awake show and Real Relevant Radio. We'll start putting on Roxanne's channel. On Really Roxanne. So, sorry, my cat's just come in. I don't know if you could hear that. That's putting me off because I can hear myself back slightly, and it won't turn off, but it won't mute the volume. So yeah, just please go and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Rumble. Oh, man, I'm sure all of the links are in the description. Let me just check what links I put in the description. Right, my Instagram link is in the description. My Odysee link is in the description. And I will put in as well links to Rumble and links to the Magic Treehouse as well. But please, can you show the Wide Awake Show some support and help us get out there in front of, we need to just get out there to as many people as possible. Not because either myself or Roxanne, we're not interested in any sort of notoriety or YouTube fame or any of that bullshit. Couldn't give a fuck about it. Really couldn't. Just really want people to actually start thinking, thinking properly, being able to use their own discernment. We're trying to bring people together to realize that we don't really have the only differences that we have are manufactured differences, because at the heart of it, we're all the same. We're all in this. We're all in this together, man, and we're all, especially those of us that are actually really trying to communicate with people. There's plenty of people out there that are awake and they're not doing anything about it. They're just getting on with it. Plenty of you guys that are watching. There's plenty of you guys that are watching that are doing something. And there's plenty of you guys that are watching that aren't doing anything. You're just watching. You're awake, but you're just watching. And because you're not doing anything, you might not be seeing the sorts of things that as soon as you start to try to do anything, you're guaranteed to start to see. As soon as you go against the system, things start happening. Things that don't happen to anybody else. Things that when you try to tell anybody, they just think you're a fucking nut job. I discredited myself a long time ago with my family and with everyone, long before I started telling people that I didn't believe what they've taught us about the shape of the earth anymore. Long before then, I'd kind of discredited myself with people because of my honesty, because I couldn't be bothered to lie to my parents about me, about who I was, and about what I believe, how I feel. One of those things is about my body autonomy, and it's my body, and I am king of my castle. If I want to do something, I will do it. And if I don't want to do something, I fucking won't do it. And nothing on earth can make me do something that I don't want to do. So parents didn't like that. Nobody likes that, man. Nobody likes somebody who doesn't want to do what they tell them. And they label you all sorts of things like disruptive and antisocial and just a wrong in the head, arrogant, egotistical. They project quite a lot of it's a lot of projection. We all have to deal with a lot of projection. The what's going on in America when they come out and they say they come out screaming all this shit. Every single thing that they're saying, they're just basically explaining, they're describing themselves to everybody. What they accuse people of, these terrible things that they accuse people of, all they're doing is they're describing to us what their own fantasies and what their own intentions are. It's projection. I was watching the Lotus Eaters the other day, and that was brilliant because they they said exactly that. They see it. It's like, it is kind of nice to know that there really is. There's a lot more people out there than I give credit to that actually they're seeing it. They're seeing what I see, what what we see, and they are speaking out about it. But isn't it funny? Hey, isn't it funny how a tiny little channel like mine, a tiny little channel like mine, that only quoted facts about certain things, I've been deleted. They've deleted a video that doesn't do what they said it does. It's not misinformation or disinformation. It's factual data and a statement from the inventor of the thing. Um, but there's these other channels that have got 1 million subscribers. Why would they delete my channel for quoting facts, but they won't delete Joe Rogan? Well, obviously because they can afford to delete my channel because it's not making them any income. It's no use to them. It's not making them any money. That's why they deleted my channel. They just had enough. They said, right, this one is not making anything. Not for us anyway. He's bypassed every fucking way that we can make money off of him. So let's just get rid of him. Anyway, who have we got here? Guy Fawkes, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, man? Mr. Chunk Chambers can relate to this. Lost jobs, banned from my gym, took off social media, and my son's not allowed in any school in the area for not following the script. Yes. Oh, mate. Let's just try. I'm going to just turn this off a second. Hold on one sec. No, we don't want to end. That'll do. Right, there we go. Right, sorry, I was having it. It was echoing back because it was playing on my phone. It was only I turned the volume down, but it won't actually mute it. It was like it has to give you a little bit. Ministry of Truth, like the what they're called. The thing is, what people sort of what your muggles don't see is that it's right there in the title. It doesn't say against anywhere in the title, does it? It says the Bureau or the Disinformation Bureau. That's what it says, the Disinformation Bureau. It doesn't say the Bureau to combat disinformation. It just says disinformation. They're telling you this is the Bureau that will be spewing out nothing but disinformation, endorsing nothing but disinformation. They're a disinformation bureau. That's their job. It's not like the Ministry of Truth. That would be a better name because at least it's at least trying to convince people that it's a ministry of truth. But the Disinformation Bureau, It's just telling you exactly what it is. It's a disinformation bureau. The Bureau of Disinformation. They definitely remove people whose facts don't fit the narrative, their narrative, especially if it challenges the narrative. And we know why they do that, because narrative shapes perception, and perception is the key to reality. They don't delete false opposition. No, mate, they don't. People like Joe Rogan, I've listened to him, and I like some. If I didn't know what I know, I'd get sucked in by Joe Rogan in a shot. He appeals to. I can see why he would appeal to so many people, because he seems like he's on the level. Alex Jones, the Pantaveret, Mike Myers actually points out exactly what Alex Jones is, and that's truthful about Alex Jones. Alex Jones is just a crazy mouthpiece spouting bullshit to distract people, to send them off on tangents that end up in nowhere but echo chambers. Infowars was taken off deliberately. It was all a ploy so that when they brought Alex Jones back, it would be like, oh yeah, Alex Jones was cancelled, man, because, well, they only cancel people that tell the truth. This is what discernment is for. This is what nuance is about. So many people are it's black and white, right and left, red and blue. It's this side versus this side, good versus evil. That's the big one, is good versus evil. This is good versus evil, man. And they're evil. They're all evil. The ones that are doing this, they're evil. We're not going to get anywhere thinking like that. Do you understand that? Because that is the polarized duality within this realm, right? It's an electromagnetic realm which depends on positive and negative. So if positive is good, negative is bad. Funny how that kind of works, doesn't it? Positive, well, we're taught that positive is good. And to be negative, well, that's bad. Polarity, north and south. So in order to harness our energy, because what they've done, right, what this is how I feel strongly it works within this realm. We are the crystalline beings that, through our interaction, through our chemical and vibrational interactions, and because of that, through our emotions and our actions, we are creating the life force energy of this realm. Something's happened. Ego's gotten out of whack. One side is outweighing the other side now. And this might be a cyclical, sorry. This might be a cyclical thing that's like the pendulum, like my friend Chris was saying, we were talking about it yesterday, and my friend Chris said the pendulum is a pendulum. It, you know, it swings left until it reaches its apex, and then it goes back to the right till it reaches its apex, and that's what's happening. But it's in this cyclical cycle, and it feels like we're in Groundhog Day, and we've been in Groundhog Day for the last 20 years, 22 years. It's been Groundhog Day. We can speculate that they've put us into some sort of an energy time loop. What they've done is they've slowed down, because all they can do is slow it down. They can't stop it. They've slowed down the cycle of evolution of our consciousness. But in doing that, in trying to slow down reality as it plays out, because they don't like the way reality is playing out, because it's basically they are going to be removed. They can't be in power forever. They think they can, and they want to be desperately, but they can't. And there is going to come a point where one way or the other, they're going to lose control. If it might have happened already, you know, a lot of people say it has happened already. I personally think it already happened, because time isn't linear. So it's already happened. 20 years from now will still be now when we get there. How we get there is up to us, but it will still be now. In the year 3000, it would still be now once you get there. Just like 2000 years ago is now. That's how past, present, and future are all existing at exactly the same time, because the only time that exists is now. Everything else exists only in here. The only actual manifestation of reality is now. The only time you can do anything is now. You can think about doing something in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years. You can plan for it. You can think about it. But when you actually come to do it, when it happens, what time will it be? Now. Does that make sense to anybody? Never used to make sense to me, but it makes sense to me now. Let's see what people are saying. We've still got 19 people here. Thank you very much, guys. Joseph A. What's this guy's channel about flat Earth? So I know I've seen some of his stuff. Right, Joseph. No, yeah, my channel had observations made of islands that are so far away they should be hidden by curvature, and they're not. So my channel was about denying the official narrative given to us by NASA and various space agencies, etc., etc. That's that. But my channel wasn't about that. My channel, I'm not a flat earther. I'm a narrative questioner. I'm a truth seeker. I'm a truth speaker. My channel's been targeted for a while. They have edited videos on my channel and removed vital information that was shared in that video to prove certain things. They remove almost 15 minutes of the video and then post it back up. It's like they didn't. Oh no, they didn't remove. I went to the video, and there's nearly 15 minutes of that video has been removed. I didn't remove it. I didn't edit it like that. They've gone in. Somebody has gone into my channel, hacked into it, hacked into the video, edited the video, put it back in. That's removed the vital sort of. It's about 13 minutes. Vital 13 minutes that prove beyond any shadow of a doubt that there are two moons. I put a video up on in August 2017 at the time that the eclipse was happening in the USA. At the very time it was a total eclipse in the USA. At the time that I was filming, and I was filming the sun, and the moon was nowhere near the sun. So in America, you had a full eclipse, but here I couldn't even see the moon. It wasn't anywhere near the. So how is that possible? What do YouTube do? They change the upload date. I uploaded it on the day of the eclipse. YouTube say now that I uploaded it on the 17th of December. So I look like some sort of a nut job stood on the beach and the 17th of December filming the sun saying, oh, there's a total eclipse in America right now, but the moon's nowhere near the sun. So how is it that there's a total eclipse in America? And look like a nut job. I look like the guy, the sort of main truth seeker protagonist of the Pentaverate. The crazy guy in the van. Mike Myers plays it, and he's a completely crazy nut job. That's what I look like because they have doctored my videos. They've doctored the details and the upload dates. On more than one video, it's not just one video. They've gone because I've put quite a lot of factual evidence on my channel. They've deleted most of my videos that prove that basically the observations of the islands proving that this Earth isn't a ball with a circumference of 25,000 miles. Because if it was, I wouldn't be able to see those islands. All of my hashtag globe lie, hashtag globe denier, hashtag zero curvature videos all been deleted without me being told about it. They just went in secretly and deleted my videos. So why would they do that, man? Why would they do that? If I'm just a crazy nut job, why not just leave people to see my videos and use their own discernment? Because then obviously it'll be obvious to everybody that I'm just a crazy nut job. Why would they need to delete my videos? Why would they need to cancel me? Crazy nut jobs basically make themselves very known. It's not hard to spot a crazy conspiracy nut job because they spout things. They believe fucking Alex Jones. We all know what they're doing. We all know what they're doing. We all know why they're doing it. All we can do and all I can do is rely on you people. If you think that we're just crazy nut jobs and this is just entertaining, share it out and let's entertain as many people as possible. If people just want to see it as entertainment, I don't care. Seeds are still planted. And if you agree with me, share it out. try and, you know, help beat YouTube. This is about beating the algorithms, beating the censors, beating the tosspots, beating Google at their own game. That's what this is about. So if you want to help me to beat Google, if you want to help me and Roxanne to beat Google, to beat the people that own Google, and to make sure that all we're interested in is the truth. We're not interested in sharing this information. We've been very careful about the information that we shared. So we don't care what the truth is. I mean, we do, obviously, but it's not like we're hanging on a particular perception of something, and if it's not this, then that. We're not interested. We're just interested in what the truth is. We just want to know what the truth is. I'm pretty sure I've got a fairly good inkling of what's going on, but I can't articulate it to anybody. And if I try to explain it to anybody, they just think that I'm crazy nut job, because what the fuck do I know? Help us beat these motherfuckers. Please help us stick the finger right up at them. Because they've already lost. They've already fucking lost. And they know it. They hope with their antics and what they do that they're going to demoralize and they're going to depress us. I cured my depression, heavy, deep depression. I cured it in 2016, and I've not been depressed since. And they'll never ever break my spirit, because nothing has ever broken my spirit. Nothing. So, and nothing ever can, and nothing ever will. The only way they'll stop me is to put me in the ground. And they know that they can't do that, because I know what I know. So, anyway. I was going to say power to the people then, but this is something that all of you need to look into. The fact that we're not people, and we're not humans, and we're not human beings. And it sounds like a really crazy statement to make, and a really crazy thing. What are you talking about? I'm not a human being. I'm not a human being. Where do you think the word human being came from? Where do you think that word came from? It's from the English dictionary, which was engineered. Words have been given legal definitions in order to create contracts. Corporate fiction, maritime law, corporate law, all of these are all tricks and spells and, you know, and pledges and stuff that we don't realize that we're doing. We don't realize what we're doing. We are dumb as fuck when it comes to legalese, what's legal and what's lawful. The reality is I am a living man with an X and a Y chromosome. I'm not a corporate fiction. So corporate fictions are not even entitled to speak to me. They have no right to even speak to me, to converse with me. They have no ability to, because corporate fictions are dead entities. and I am a living man. So once everybody realizes and reclaims their sovereignty as living men and women, this is why they've put an assault on the terms man and woman. Once people reclaim their sovereignty as living men and women, not corporate fictional entities, then we'll have more power. Whatever happens, it all ends up in a court of law. And in the court of law, everything is done to the letter of the law. Postal mechanics, letters. This is all stuff that you need to know. You need to know about it. You need to know about postal mechanics. You need to know about how to conduct yourself in a court of law. The things you should say and the things you shouldn't say, about acting in honor, all of these things, we all need to know them. We need to know them because that's where the power is. Knowledge is power. If you know how to conduct yourself in this legal fiction that they've created, if you know, that knowledge is power. If you conduct yourself correctly, you are the highest authority in any court on the land. You are the highest authority as a living man or woman. You are the highest authority in any court of the land. Queen Elizabeth is a corporate fiction. You have legal authority as a living man or woman over Queen Elizabeth, the corporate fiction. All of these little things, these little secrets that they don't want to tell us, they don't want to tell, they don't want anybody to know. They don't want you to know that you are the highest authority. In your reality, you are the highest authority. As a living man or woman, you are the highest authority. If you choose to accept the corporate fictional identity that they've given you, that you were given, registered at birth, and you do everything the way they tell you to do it, you'll stay stuck and you won't have any rights and you'll just be a corporate fiction. And as a corporate fiction, you can't do anything. You're not allowed to converse. You're not allowed to make contracts because you're dead. There's a couple of decent channels to go and find out this information. Lawful Rebellion and Debts and Mark Christopher. I would give you the links, but I'll do it on a different video because it's just going to be too much pain in the ass. Hang on a sec. I have to come into the... So people... So I'll just come back into on my phone so I can share this. Now, some people don't like this guy, Mark Christopher, because he's quite abrasive and he can seem quite arrogant. The information that he's giving is factual, truthful information. Yes, he's making money doing what he's doing. Yes, he could give away all of it for free, but he has given enough for free for people to actually, all they have to do is homework. All you have to do is homework. But he's given enough information on his website and on his YouTube page to start to take control of your documents, so that legally you are the Postmaster General of all your own documents, so that when you walk into a court of law, you are the highest authority in that court. And if you say the right things like when they say to you, let's use Mark as an example, are you Mark Kishon Christopher? And Mark would say, my friends know me as Mark, but I am here with regard to that issue. You don't confirm that you are the name in block capitals on the birth certificate or the passport, but you confirm that you're there in regard to that issue. As a living man, you are there with regard to that issue. As soon as the judge realizes that you fully understand what's going on, you understand what's going on, the judge relinquishes his authority to you and closes the matter, because they can't converse with you. You're a living man. They're dead fictional entities. And they can't get past that. That's how they've tricked us. They make us think that the courts are there to protect us. The courts aren't there to protect us. The courts are there to make you think that things are happening properly. But they're not. Because we are all we are at the end of the day is cattle. I'm worthless cattle to them because I refuse. I refuse their lies. I refuse their mandates. I refuse their fucking bullshit authority. I refuse to toe the line. I will not be programmed. I do my best to not be programmed. And I will always speak the truth. If there's something that people need to know, and especially if it empowers people, if I could, like, if this was, it's as simple as this. Whatever it is, if I have something that I can help other people, I want to give it to them. If I had endless supplies of money, I'd want to give it to people to help them. If I had endless supplies of food, I'd want to give it to people to help them. If I had endless supplies of knowledge, I want to give it to people to help them. I'm not interested in hoarding anything. I'm not interested in being rich. All I want is to live. I want to live comfortably and and happily. And I'm happy sharing things that empower other people. That nothing makes me happier than to give somebody else power over their own life. If I could give somebody all control and power over their own life and their own destiny and everything that happened in it, I'd give it to them. And I tried to do that. I've tried to do that by explaining that, like, our perception is how they've got us. How by getting our perception, by owning our perception, they own our reality. They dictate what happens in our reality because they control our perception of everything. And to a certain extent, they're still controlling my perception. It really upsets me because I was into doing. I was like part 9 of the Fourth Way was going to air today. It was going to premiere at 6 o'clock, and I was going to record part 10 today to upload for tomorrow. And there's still there's at least another 10, maybe 15 or 20 parts to go. So I'll have to transfer all of that over to my other channels. I've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. I've got 26 people here. It's more than I started with. Thank you very much. I'll have a look to see if we've got anybody chatting. Guy, how you doing, man? I've said hello, haven't I? Here we go again. How you doing? Crystal Shaman, Capalicious, Joseph A. Real News, how you doing, man? Hey, Rox. Courses, yeah, I was like, Real News. I know who that is. I know. Who's Real News? Of course, it's bloody Rox, isn't it? So there's Rox. Ellie, how you doing? That's not Ellie, is it? That's a different Ellie. Or is it? I don't know. Is that the same Ellie? I think I saw Sven. Sven, how you doing, mate? Great stream last night, buddy. Sorry, I dropped off. I had stuff I had to do. But I caught most of it. Kappa, mate, how you doing? Kenneth Noel Curran, how you doing, sir? I don't recognise your name. But how you doing? Good to meet you. Thank you for being here. Activated Pineal, how you doing? Yes, thank you. Exactly, it's a scam. Mr. Chunk Chambers, we can't win at playing them at their own game, on their playing field. Exactly, it just brings us down to their level. As long as you're positive and genuine, no parasites can break through that vibration and frequency. This is what me and Rox have been saying. This is what we keep reminding each other. It's about staying calm. Don't let anything take you down there. Don't let anything take you too far up that way either. And the opposite, it works both ways. Don't get too happy and don't get too sad. Basically, try and maintain a level. It's so important. This is so, like, we live on a level playing field, right? We want to play on a level playing field. Mark Christopher talks about being on a geometrically level playing field. In a court, if you speak correctly and you have documents in check, you are playing on an equal level field, on an equal level playing field. Our ears contain liquid. The level of the liquid is what gives us our equilibrium. It's all about the level of the fluid in our ears, the level of the fluid. We've got oceans of water that sit at sea level. It's there are so many levels to this. It's a fucking joke, man. It's a joke. It's like all there. It's all there. It's just all twisted up and complicated and fractaled out into all these different things to keep us confused and distracted. Thank you. You are not a person. Activated pineal gland. You are not a person. I am not a person. We are not people. So this whole fucking we the people, God bless Q, right? That's probably some wrong thing, bless. But whatever, you know, thank you to Q for waking so many people up. We the people? Nah, I'm not one of your people. I'm a living man. I'm not a legal corporate fiction. And if any of you want to be a legal corporate fiction, that's entirely up to you. But understand that if you do choose to be a legal corporate fiction, you cannot operate on a level playing field. As a legal corporate fiction, because of your status within that paradigm, within that organization or group of organizations, because of that, you're not on a level playing field. Yeah, exactly. Just proclaiming that you're a living man or woman doesn't do anything. You need to stand your ground when they try to snare you up into their corporate web of perception. So just saying it isn't enough. You need to make sure they can't ensnare you. Well, the way you do that is by taking control of your documents. Become Postmaster General of your documents, and then they can't be touched. They can't be touched. They can't be tampered with, because one of the most serious laws on this earth is postal law. If you get done for mail fraud or crimes against the, like in America, it carries a harsh sentence just by if you steal somebody's post and destroy it, you can go to prison for it. I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh, look, Richie Rich. There he is, look. Nin, oi oi. How you doing? I'm just going to go through quick and see. Right. Yes, India. How you doing, babe? Good to see you. Glenn J. Paul from Newcastle. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for being here. Original Stormtrooper. Everything's legal till challenged, pretty much. Unless you know where you stand and you take control and take your power of attorney. Power of attorney. When we sign up to a bank accounts, when we sign all their little documents, we are signing over power of attorney, all power of attorney to the state. That's why when it comes down to it, parents don't have any rights over their children. Parents have to do what they're told. Otherwise, their children are taken away by the state. If you don't do, like, if the government so decides that you can't have your kids anymore, that you're not allowed to raise your children anymore, they don't even have to prove anything. All they have to do is somebody make a couple of allegations against you, and they take your children away. And you can't do anything. You go to a court of law, and you sign over your powers of attorney to the solicitor, and the solicitor or the barrister is working for the crown, they're just working for the system. And it's all designed to keep you ensnared, to keep you down, to keep you paying, to keep you subservient, to disempower you. So once again, guys, oh bollocks. Let me find it. No, that's Mark Kishan. Sorry, I'm trying to find my channel, my other channel. Jesus. Right, the Magic Treehouse channel has actually got more subscribers. It's got like 250. Oh, look at that, I'm shadow banned. Oh, wow. No way. I'm shadow banned. The Magic Treehouse is shadow banned. I don't know. See if you can search for it. See if one of you can search for the Magic Treehouse. Get one of my videos up. Here we go. That's the Magic Treehouse channel. So with a C, I'm spelling it with a C, not with a K. I think. Yeah, with a C. But there's a link to the last video uploaded there. You can get to the channel via that and subscribe. If you could do that, that would be awesome. I'm going to make sure that everything's uploaded to those two channels. And if you guys could start sharing it out, and make sure, and let's see if we can get one of my channels back up to nearly 5,000 subscribers. That's what I was at. 4,800 and something, or 4,780 something. Neil Shannon, how you doing, mate? You all right? Jolly man. Oi, oi. Sally, there's a link there. You can get to the channel via that link. There's not really anything else for me to say. Does any Glenn J? Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I just got Campbell's just got back to me. Let me share the Rumble link as well. I don't know how to get a link. I don't know how to get a link for the actual channel, for the Rumble channel. All I can do is get links for the content. So this video that I'm sharing, give me a second. Right, this one is the chat with Bart Sibro and John Hyams, talking about the game that that they invented together and that is now on the market on Google Play Store and Apple and the Apple Store, and it's a brilliant game, man. It's good fun, and it's something different. It's a nice different. I've not ever played a game quite like it. It's like a mixture of chess and backgammon. It's really cool. There's downloads for it in the description, and I promised the guys that I will promote it more as well. Before my channel's like, it was like literally yesterday. I was talking to John about, yeah, I'm gonna promote it more, put these videos on, make shorts, and they delete my channel. So please help us to basically give it to YouTube and beat the algorithm, beat the censors, champion free speech and champion truth. And what we've got to do is focus on how we're getting out of this shit that they've got us entangled in. And you do that by claiming back your sovereignty legally, lawfully, and speaking out against the system, speaking out against the lies, speaking out against the deception and the manipulation, and trying to share as much truth as possible to give people power, to give people back their power so that we can take back control of our lives, back from these narcissistic, sociopathic, pathological fucking creatures that call themselves leaders and have labeled themselves as elite. I passed a log this morning that was more elite than any of them, was worth more than any of them, and whose company I would enjoy far more than any of them. So thank you very much, ladies and gents. I'm not going to keep you much longer. Urban Gorilla, how you doing? Enlightened Dawn. Yes, this is live, mate. This is live. Roxanne, babe, if you're still here, thank you very much for letting me jump on your channel. Thank you very much to all of you who came expecting to see Roxanne and unfortunately didn't, but you're still here looking at my beautiful boat race. And I will see you all very soon. They ain't never gonna get me down. They ain't never gonna stop me. Nothing, nothing, nothing will ever stop me. And they know it. And I know that I scare the shit out of them. I know that I actually scare the shit out of quite a lot of people because they can see. When you look deep into my eyes, you can all see. I'm not afraid of anything or anyone. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of so-called self-appointed authorities or anyone. Never have been. Well, no, I have been afraid, yeah. All right, let's re-qualify that. If I feel fear, it won't ever fucking stop me because I'll turn that fear into fuel because I'm an alchemist. Awake, consciously aware, mindful, and righteous. All the things they hate. So thank you very much for listening. I really am. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to go. 33 people. Yes. Illuminati confirmed. That's brilliant. Seriously, thank you very much. Please, please, please go and sub everything. The Odysee link is in the description. Got an Odysee channel. It's got my 007 channels backed up on there, but it's only got the last 400 videos. It doesn't have all 2,200 videos. So 1,800 videos, all of my early stuff, all of my proof that the eclipse didn't happen the way they said it did, my proof that there's two moons, proof of no curvature, all of those videos are all gone. But all the videos that we've been doing recently are all there. So that does mean that the fourth way is there on Odysee. So I haven't lost the fourth way completely. This is not going to stop me. It's just going to make me concentrate my efforts even more, spread myself out even more, and get even louder. And the whole idea really is that now they've put, it's beautiful poetic justice. Now they've really tried to silence me. Well, now I'm just going to start fucking shouting even louder. Aren't I? I'm not. Do they think, well, I'm going to walking away with my terrible tooth? I got spanked by YouTube and I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not playing. They've got my money. YouTube still has 70 euros donated to me. Like after they've taken their fees, the 70 euros that's mine is in AdSense, and they're still claiming that they've sent me a PIN number to verify my address. They're saying that I can only apply for it 3 times, but I've already asked for it 4 times because it's never arrived. In 2 years, it's never arrived. They're still saying that they've sent it. I can't ask for another one, and they're not giving me any other option. And there's no other way to contact them other than through this stupid automated system. So basically, they're sat there with 70 euros of my money on an AdSense account that they've deleted. Anyway, that's just going to get me fucking started, innit? It's just going to get me started on another thing. Anyway, thank you very much, peeps. Much love. I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite videos what I made. Peace.